Welcome to the Data Science with R class. In this class, we will be talking about how data science and how a business analytics is going to be related with one another. As far as the main goal of doing a business was to turn into profit. This is a term which people need to accept it, and there are some constraints while people are going to do up a business. They do have some limited resources or sustainable manufacturing methods, effective servicing models. Even though these are some of the constraints, but end outcome was doing a business will lead to make a profit. And the demand is much to make a decision, and that decision where we need data analysis. So whether the decision was correct or not. So it needs some skills, it needs some technologies, and thereby the process needs to be iterated again and again. And an investigation to look on the historic data and an investigation towards current business performance to gain insights and strategies. So these will be the basic foundations where a data science come into picture and to relate with a business analytics. That is, the skills play a major role, the technology play a major role. It should be continuously iterated from one level to another level. And fourth thing, they should have a data regarding past and present, and thereby they can gain some quick insights over the data and make a strategic decision. So the definition here for a business where analysis, it is going to focus on developing new perspectives to make sense of a performance based on data, statistics, and where the data science is going to come into picture. So data science, now it is going to help up the business analysis, one with statistical analysis, two towards exploratory analysis, three with predictive modeling, and fourth with the forecast based management. In all these aspects, a decision making happen, and to make a decision happen, the business analytics, they are going to bring up the services of the data sciences. Now, to make such decision making, the work, it is going to be taken up into four phases. We call these four phases here as a analysis phase. We call these four phases as they are going to be called as an analysis phase. So in this analysis phase, basically it looks up into four ways. One, we are going to call it as descriptive analysis. Two, we are going to call it as diagnosis analysis. Three, we call it as predictive analysis. Fourth, we are going to call it as prospective analysis. So the entire business analytics framework will move from word to word, and it is going to again happen a feedback. It is going to look up for a feedback from the last stage to the first stage. That is, it goes up with the information, looks up into descriptive analysis, move to diagnostic analysis, move to the predictive analysis, and finally formulate the prescriptive analysis. Now, let us look into each and every item in detail. That is, what is descriptive analysis? As far as descriptive analysis is going to concern, so it talks about how many, when, where. So it does ad hoc reporting. So it wants to have comprehensive, accurate, and live data, and gives the holistic representation of the existing data. It works on the data which is past. It works on the data which is past. And what are the past data? What are its results? And it is going to give up a consolidation phase. Next comes the diagnosis. Why is it happening? That means it is going to discover some alerts, it is making some querying, and it works with drill down, drill up, roll down, roll up. So the item was, why did it happen? And we look with correlation, that is, we work with some relationship among attributes, and we look up with cohesion. So how the items are going to be related with one another. So they work, identify the root cause. So you need to identify the root cause at this phase. So for that, we are going to look up into the descriptive analysis. Okay, fine. We have identified the root cause. So what next? What next was, we should extract a pattern. We should find a pattern. To find a pattern, now we are going to apply with the statistical modeling. So what type of models need to be applied so that a statistical pattern can be identified? So what is likely to happen? So we should have a fair constraint over time, and it is going to look up with some historical patterns to predict some specific outcomes, and decisions has to be automated with algorithms and technology. So for that, we are going to look up with the predictive, we are looking at the predictive analysis. So the basic thing was, it is looking with predictive modeling with some machine learning algorithms. So why will it, what will happen next? You want to forecast, nor you want to predict. So these items need to be excelled with this predictive modeling here. So predictive modeling, it is going to use some algorithms. It is going to apply with some algorithms here, so that over the data it can be endorsed. So the aim intention was to identify the historical patterns and to help to make decisions in the business strategies. The last and foremost way of doing a business analysis will be random testing. So here random testing and optimization are the two key roles where we get the fourth phase called as a prescriptive analysis. So the prescriptive analysis, we can have different methods. This is method 1, this is method 2, method 3, method 4. So these we can say these are the available cases. From this available case, we need to identify the best. That is what we are going to call it as optimized. So we need to pick up what is the best action, what is the best action to be handled so that it can be optimized. So the prescriptive analysis is where a extreme role of a data scientist is the experience has to be mingled up to bring up the decision making. So this is where a decision making, a strategic insights of the data has to be taken up. So recommended actions and strategies. So this is what a crucial part should be as an outcome. So the prescriptive analysis, it is looking with some recommendations, or it is going to give some actionable insights. So it should give some decisions to move it forward. So that is where this prescriptive analysis, that is what do I need to do, that has going to be taken up. So as far as this predictive is going to concern, here they are going to apply the model building, and model building is to just find the pattern. It is going to find the pattern, and the diagnosis, what it can happen was, it is going to identify the root cause. Identify the root cause is main here, and descriptive was some understanding the data and understanding the relation. So all these aspects, they are going to be part of a descriptive analysis. So that is why here you can see in this slide, as far as first we have an information, we say what is happening. Next it goes with why did it happen. Third it says what is likely to happen. and what should I do next. So these are different cases where the data analysis is bringing into scenario. So the major thing, the 4 types of analytics in data scientist has to do in business analytics was to have business with decision analytics. So this is main, and it is going to support decision making, and it is going to make up decision making with visual analytics and reflex reasoning. So to do up a quick decision in business analytics, so data scientist is going to play a key role. So for that, he is going to apply the descriptive analysis, that he is going to have some insights on the historic data, on the past data, and that he is going to produce with reports, scorecards, and clustering. Next, it moves to model building. Model building, it is going to apply statistics and machine learning. So there it is going to apply the classification, or it is going to apply the clustering algorithms. So there the prescriptive analysis is going to render into the, the predictive analysis is going to render into the scenario to find the hidden patterns, in order to find the hidden patterns. And finally, we should communicate the results. We should communicate the results. So how do we communicate the results? That will be in tables, or it will be in graphs, in 2-dimensional or 3-dimensional. So to the end user, so those are all, we are going to call them as recommendations, optimizations, etc. So now you can look up into the 4 phases. One, it is exploring the data. Second, it is going to identify the cause. We call it as diagnosis. Prediction, there we are going to apply models, that is hidden pattern, and then we are going to make some recommendations. We are going to give some insights over the data. We predict, or we are going to forecast what will happen next. So what will happen next? So that is what the people, the prescription, they look into this aspect. So these will be the 4 types of analytics on data scientist he is going to do up in the business. To do all these aspects, there needs a word called as a computational thinking. So computational thinking, it is well versed with abstraction or decomposition in large. So when it is going to be an iterative process, moves from part 1 to part 2, part 2 to part 3. And there are 3 things what we should understand. One, we call it as an abstraction, where the data formulation is going to take up. Second one, solution expression. The automation is going to come into picture. And the third part will be the analysis, where the solution execution and evaluation is going to take place. Here we are going to call it as an evaluation. Automation we call here as some expression, and this is what